Welcome back to the Property Power Couple with Colton and Haley, bringing comfort and confidence to your real estate experience.
Yes.
Hi.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back to you as well.
Yes.
Happy you're here.
Yes.
It's been an interesting, 4 weeks.
Yeah, 4 and some change now.
Oh my goodness. Time. It does not necessarily fly.
No, it has not flown the last couple of weeks.
When you're having, time flies when you're having fun.
Mm-hmm.
It also just moves when you're not having fun.
Sure.
You know.
Let's just... So, we're back.
Yep.
There's been some stuff going on, so we'll kind of talk about it. So what was it? June 22nd.
June 22nd.
6:59.
Great day.
So, ended up having to have emergency surgery on my stomach to close a hole in my stomach. So, we're obviously in the height of summer in real estate and with our 4-year-olds and all of that. We talked about me being sick. We couldn't get rid of the sinus infection. So I know I sounded kind of silly on some of the last ones, and that all escalated into a hole in my stomach.
Yes.
So we're cleaning the playroom. I start feeling really bad. I go lay down. Colton instantly says, you're going to the hospital.
Yeah.
This is past the normal amount of anything. We're going to the hospital. Kinley obviously freaked out a little bit. It was bad.
Yeah, it was a really odd.
Google said I was having a heart attack, and I tried not to Google, but it's hard not to Google when you can't figure out what's going on. So, was not having a heart attack. They got me in. We went to the Methodist Hospital in Midlothian. Yeah. Which it's great if you need a hospital.
I'm actually glad you said that, because I was thinking when we were in the hospital, this really is. These people know what they're doing.
They're nice.
It's a very nice place. Yeah, a lot of great nurses, doctors.
We went into the ER that night because of the symptoms. They put us straight into a room, which was really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, they have it together. So we went to the room. We were there for a minute. They did some X-rays and some scans, and only gave me some Tylenol. And I was in so much pain.
Yeah, really, just a joy.
And then all of a sudden the surgeon walks in the room and says, "Hey, we're taking you back. Emergency surgery. There's a hole in your stomach, acid leaking out of your stomach. We're going to do surgery."
Boom.
And we looked at each other like, "I'm sorry, what?" What? I mean, honestly thought it was going to be the most embarrassing trip ever. There's just gas or something, something so dumb.
You need to.
Yeah, let me push here and you're going to feel fine. Really thought we were going to be embarrassed about having to go to the ER for whatever was happening. Yeah. And no, that was not the case.
Not even close.
So your parents were still on their cruise.
Yep.
Over, on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
And the first thing I said was, "Well, hold on, Doc. Nobody's been praying.
Yeah,
we haven't had anybody. No one over here."
Run that back. Tell them to hold the room. We need to call some people to start praying.
So I called your dad. I made Pop wake up in the middle of the night, whenever time it was there, 3 a.m. or so, to start praying. My mom got there about 5 seconds before they wheeled us out. Yeah. Thank goodness Aunt Tammy was still at her house and kept Kinley. Yeah. So Kinley was at home with my parents and Tammy, and then my mom got up there literally seconds before they wheeled us back into surgery. I mean, from the time we got to the hospital, we got there at 6:30 or so, and I was in surgery at 10 o'clock.
Just about, yeah. I think they took you back 10-ish.
Yeah, I mean, they still had to prep and do all this stuff. Yeah. And so, we start talking through, is this from all the gluten stuff or what's going on? And, he's like, well, until I get in there, we don't really know, but we gotta go get in there. Yeah. Dr. Standerwick, which we are big fans of him. Yeah. So obviously no time to really process besides just tears falling because you have no idea what else to do. Mm-hmm. We didn't have any time, thank goodness, to look up statistics of this thing or what's going on.
Well, you did.
Well, Colton might have. I was a little in pain and freaking out. I did ask if the surgeon had ever done this before, and the answer was, yeah, we do about 3 a year. Yeah. So this is rare. Okay. Yeah. Common enough that they do them, but not like an appendix, someone else decided to have out last September. Yeah. Not last, it's still within this year, but anyway, so we go back, mom gets there, instantly go into surgery. Caitlin was on her trip back from California, my sister, and so, and your brother Austin starts driving down. Caitlin started driving back from the airport. I'm obviously a little unconscious at this point, but the whole support system rallied next to you.
Yeah.
In the hospital during the surgery.
Well, and I think one of the, we were talking about, do we talk about this? Do we not? And I think for me, obviously that was a wild experience.
Yeah.
We go from like getting our house put back together for the new week to start, and how about a week in the hospital?
Yeah.
With a conference coming up.
Yes,
too.
So that's a big part of it too. Basically what happened was the mixture of medications caused 2 ulcers to then rub together to then cause a hole in my stomach. So should have been advised a little differently on the prescriptions. Like the doctors knew everything that I was on that should have been prescribed differently. If you're going to take ibuprofen, please take an acid with it.
Yeah.
No matter when. I will never be taking ibuprofen again.
Yeah.
As of now, I don't plan on ever taking it again.
We're strictly Tylenol.
Yeah.
When desperately needed.
Yeah, so we got in, all that was, they took us back. I had to get the NG tube in for 2 days, so that was horrible. I couldn't eat or drink anything, including drinking water, and y'all know me and my water. I always have someone think, so that was hard. Got all that done. They were able to do it all robotically, so I have the 4 incisions. They had the drain tube in. Woke up with all this stuff coming out of me now. They couldn't hold my hand the entire night because I was like, where are we and what is happening? But he did, and we got through it. Did more scans, was able to take the tube out. A total of 5 days in the hospital. A new set of rolls, which included nothing citrusy, nothing, vinegary, which apparently is red sauce, which is my comfort food of pasta and pizza. And no coffee, things like that, and no alcohol. And all of these things for 3 months. So we are a month in now. Yep. Been on medications to help heal everything. Have to take a certain pill like 4 times a day around eating and stuff. So joke that pill is kind of controlling our schedule at the moment. Literally took one right before we started this, so that when we're done we can go eat and not have to wait for the medicine to start working. So that's been interesting. So I hope my skin looks great. No alcohol for almost 5 weeks, and which has been good. It's been a big life change, but also like a wake up call. Like the surgery is, it could have been really bad.
Yeah.
So we got me home, got all of that situated. Kinley is such a little helper. She knew all the rules. She loved the elevator in the hospital because it talks. It says going up or whatever. She's been a big helper, and then we got home late Wednesday night, and then Sunday, Colton starts having some pain.
Yep.
And ended up taking Colton to the emergency room for a kidney stone.
Yeah.
So
great times.
They're all like, "What are y'all doing back here? Like, what's happening?" Oh no, it's him now.
Yeah. No, but she's still healing.
Yeah, I can't really walk yet. I can, but I'm still I'm like hunched over trying to get you in. Trey had to drive us. It was a whole thing, but. He had a pretty big old kidney stone, 7 millimeters?
Just about, yeah. When I looked it up online, it was the size of a snow pea, which you wouldn't think, initially. I was like, that's a pea, and then we were eating hibachios a few days later, and I was, I was,
looked down.
I looked down and I went, oh my god,
that's the size that it is.
It's too big.
Yes. So ended up. Got it situated.
Got it zapped.
They blasted it.
Yeah.
So that was all able to happen, and that's all been in the last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So we've been pushed a little bit.
Yeah.
We've been pushed.
It's been an interesting thing, and I think, we talk a lot about the support system that we have, and the people, our family, friends surrounding us. It has been. We knew it before, and we knew how blessed we were, and I think you see it. You see something like this happen where, the train didn't just stop on the tracks, like the train was removed from the tracks for a minute, and this massive thing happens, and everything stops, and also everything keeps going. And how do you balance those things? How do you keep that together? And if it hadn't have been for our family and friends stepping in, I'm sure there would have been a path forward outside of how we got through it, but it would have been infinitely more difficult without
it. And we designed our life like this. We designed to be close to our family. We picked the business partners that we could, felt we could rely on, like obviously, and we designed this where we could be here, where we had our support system right around us.
Yeah.
And I think that was really hit home and kind of reminds me of COVID times when if you had not been in real estate with me already, we wouldn't have been able to do it. We had a brand new baby at home. 2 weeks later, everything shut down after we brought Kinley home. And if you were not already full-time real estate with me, we would have just screwed.
Well, that one, I feel like that whole story is a whole separate
We can do a whole different one on that.
But my favorite, I love that you said it though, because my favorite thing about that period of time was that, yes, COVID, all the things, craziness, what's going on, nobody knows. And maybe 3 weeks, Kinley's 3 weeks old, the world shuts down, and we're self-employed, commission-based. What are we doing? And we end up in a situation where we're playing what we have now called Pass the Baby.
Yes.
Where I'm hanging out, being dad in the morning, watching golf, while Kinley sort of crawls around and plays with stuff. Or at that time, not really, we were just kind of sleeping, doing our thing. Yeah. But you figure out a way through the obstacle.
Yeah, so that's what we did. Like everything else, we just kind of figure it out. As part of self-employed, life is always going to happen in our growing age. Always buy the insurance. Always buy the insurance on the trip or the whatever it is. So.
Yeah, and keep coming back. We're going to have kind of a continuation of this, talking about a little more of what we've experienced and learned through this process. Yeah. We've got more to share.